Okay, try to follow me with this one. Former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley claims that she defied efforts from top White House advisors Rex Tillerson and John Kelly, who wanted her to help undermine you-know-who's decisions. They told her they were saving the country. But here's her take on what it was.
Do you memorialize that conversation? It definitely happened?
It absolutely happened. And instead of saying that to me, they should have been saying that to the president, not asking me to join them on their sidebar plan. It should have been, go tell the president what your differences are and quit if you don't like what he's doing. But to undermine a president is really a very dangerous thing.
Now, Kelly claims that he was giving you-know-who unbiased expert advice, but if Haley was so concerned, why didn't she quit? But she did, didn't she? Didn't she quit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah. So she did quit.
Yeah, I think she did.
Just like they did.
Yeah. There are two things at play here that I'm just, again, assessing. There's been rampant rumors on Capitol Hill that she's vying for VP, that somehow Trump is going to replace Mike Pence with her. I never believed that because it seemed a little ridiculous, especially since she quit the administration and she's tweeted some things that have been against the president. I have a whole new view on this now, because this looks like somebody who's very interested in having a good relationship with the administration. David Frum wrote a piece for The Atlantic where he said that she is obviously looking at the future of the Republican Party and it's still full Trump. So if she doesn't want to be VP, then that means she probably wants to run for president in 2024, which she is not saying no about. Whatever this is, it's very politically motivated, it's very obvious, and I hear what she's saying about undermining the president, but I also, why quit? If you're this concerned about what's going on.
As far as undermining the president, the other day we were talking about this book, Anonymous, where the person who says that Trump was, he's like a toddler running around the White House with no pants on.
You love that quote.
Well, I'm quoting the book. It's an anonymous person who apparently is high in the administration who said this. So why would you enable someone who is acting like that? Tillerson and Kelly basically were being good Americans, in my opinion, to try to control the toddler.
But here,
And the other thing is, to your other point, he needs her. He needs her, Trump, because he is losing white women all over the place, white working-class women and suburban women. And Trump, Pence has the evangelicals, but he doesn't have all these women, so he might want her on the ticket. And he'll throw Pence under the bus like he does everybody else.
I tend to feel the same way, because Tillerson in December said publicly Trump was undisciplined, did not like to read, did not respect the limits of his office, and that the president would often say what he wanted to do and would say to him, Tillerson would say, you can't do it that way, it violates the law. And so it sounds to me that they were trying to not necessarily undermine him, but save him from himself and save the country. And so if you are, I would stay. And so if it sounds to me that they were going to Nikki Haley and saying, help us, can you help us?
Rather than undermine. Read the legal note.
Oh, I'm sorry. Rex Tillerson did not respond to a request for comment. John Kelly declined to comment in detail, but said that if providing the president with the best and most open legal and ethical staffing advice from across the government so he could make an informed decision is working against Trump, then guilty as charged. So that's to my point.
I find her to be probably the most ambitious politician since Hillary Clinton. I do. And I don't call this a tell-all book. To me, these are all set-up books. Don't read it to really get an authentic view of that person. What she's doing is trying to butter up to the right people that she thinks will help her win the election. You look at what she's doing now. She's now on the board of Boeing. She's doing this speaking tour. She has this book out.
You might want to rethink Boeing.
Well, she might
want to think about getting off
here's what she's doing against, I think, Kelly and Tillerson. She's now going to be able to say, see, I worked against the swamp, is what she's calling them, and I helped the president withstand that. And that she thinks that'll help her in the campaign.
But I agree with what you're saying, but I take, John Kelly served and he lost his son. He did. And it is Veterans Day. And the idea that he is like some swamp creature that hasn't served his country, I take such offense at. Well, thanks.
He was a Marine Corps general.
Yes. And so I also, on that point, if she thinks 2024 is soon, it might as well be 170 years from now. And you don't think there's going to be bright, shiny new objects coming up who are not attached to Trump?
She's not elected office.
Some of us still don't like it, so especially women. I think it's a completely calculated political move.